So how did it come about? And I actually don't know that you guys came down there and started this house. Was it an idea that one of you had, or somebody asked you? So how did you get there and in this ministry?
That's kind of a fun story, actually.
Well, good.
Mary Faye Hellman started a school, and you've met Mary Faye, I think, haven't you? She started a school many years ago for Indigenous girls, and to complete their high school, what is equivalent to high school. But many of them wanted to continue, but didn't have an opportunity to. And there is a free university in Guatemala City, but it's very far from their departments. On bus transportation, it's hours, days sometimes. Okay, so Terry and I were both, I had retired from the nursing, and Terry had moved back to Ohio, and we were looking for maybe there's something we could do here. Well, one night we went to the Sukasa dinner and banquet, which I like to participate in every year because I had been down here too, and it was Sister Mary Wendelin was being honored. I think that night, I think that was the night that she got an award, and we were all real happy for her. And we're driving. Terry was staying with me that night, and we were driving home to my apartment, and we were both trying to still discern what we were doing, and we looked at each other, and I said, didn't you have a dream about going back to Guatemala, or isn't there? Maybe we should just go back to Guatemala, and start a house for those girls. And Terry said the same thing. We're like talking at the same time. And it was like, okay, maybe this is what we're supposed to do, because we both got excited. And the rest is history. Terry, you want
to? This was all in the context of a community-wide what was that group?
Focus on the Future.
Focus on the Future. We were doing discernment about where we should go in the future. And the very next day, I think we had a meeting.
That's right.
And we brought this up, and Mary Faye was very pleased.
Actually, Mary Faye also brought it up, and she didn't realize that we were doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this came up in that context, because of that process, we were thinking about it and thinking, where do we want to go as a congregation? And
anyway, so then Terry and I both made a retreat down here in Guatemala with a group of our sisters and a group of Precious Blood missionaries, directed by Father Barry Fisher, who is well known in the community, and he was a missionary down here at the time, and we were both inspired by that experience. And separately, we went home discerning about a mission in Guatemala, and discovered that later on that we were both thinking about this. This was back in the early 90s. And so we had our separate discernment times, and then we eventually went to a training program down in San Antonio with Marino. And it was a good experience too. And so we ended up moving here together